My name is Army Specialist Chad Pfeifer. While serving in Iraq in 2007, my Humvee was hit by an IED. This resulted in the loss of my left leg above the knee, partial limb salvage in my right leg, partial hearing loss in both ears, as well as tinnitus and TBI. Yeah, this is my beautiful bride, Summer Pfeifer. We first met in 6th grade and dated for a week in junior high. But we linked back up after I was injured at a welcome home party, and I asked her out to eat, and we went out on a date, and I fell in love.
I think I was just surprised at how laid back and sweet and funny he was when we met back up after his injury.
Summer and I have 3 little boys.
They're all over the place. They're always hurting themselves or hurting each other, fighting, just all boy, breaking things and little tornadoes.
I played college baseball and I was a sophomore in college when 9/11 happened, the terrorist attacks. I kind of felt that urge to do something about it. As soon as I was done with baseball, I actually joined the Army. I loved the structure of it, the brotherhoods. There's nothing quite like it, and that's what I really loved about it. April 12th, 2007, basically a normal day. We were going out on a presence patrol. It was on a different route that we'd normally go on, but we actually started to take small arms fire. So we got a call from our commander saying, hey, we've got intel that an IED is going to be placed or buried on this route tonight. You guys just need to go set up an overwatch position. And then we had a mission the next morning. So our commander said, hey, why don't you guys just head back? And it was just a quarter mile down the road after we started heading out that our truck hit the IED. So the last thing I remember was them carrying me over a barricade by the road and hearing the helicopter come in, and went into shock at that point and didn't remember much until waking up in Germany. Going through therapy and rehab at Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio was, very challenging. There's so many emotions that go through you, when you're doing all that stuff. And, depression was definitely there. And there's many days where it was, really tough. But, again, there's a lot of good things that came out of it too. As I got introduced to the game of golf, which I love, and it's created a lot of opportunities for me. Being linked back up with Summer, and now we've got an amazing family. And right now we live in Nampa, Idaho, and the house we're in we've made it our home, so it's nice, but it's very challenging when I have to use a wheelchair. I wear my prosthetic a lot, which helps, but in the evening time it's either put the leg back on or use crutches to get around because it's not ideal for a wheelchair.
He had fallen a couple times at a couple different places we lived. He fell down the stairs last year sometime. So that wasn't good, but I worry about him tripping and falling. We do have hard floor and carpet, and so, it doesn't take much to trip up, so yeah. We heard about Homes for Our Troops through a couple friends of ours who had received a home.
Jake and Vanessa Kiesler, they'd become really good friends, and we actually went out to visit them and saw the home that Homes for Our Troops had built for them. To see Jake, who's missing both of his legs, get around, and how great it was for him to be able to move around the house. And we saw the impact it made on him, and as they were telling us about Homes for Our Troops, you could tell that it really changed their lives. There's a lot of worries that we could put behind us, if something happens or when something happens. A big part of my life to be involved with our boys. And, if you can't get around the house and can't do chores, it makes it tough. So, it'll have a huge impact for us and really just allow me to be a dad.
I think the entrances and exits to the house are going to be big because we've always had step down. The roll under counters are going to be awesome. It just gives me peace of mind.
Having accessibility to the house. Going to the bathroom without having to struggle or, get out of the wheelchair and crawl on the ground. A lot of little things, but everything kind of adds up and it makes it so much easier.
Homes for our troops is life-changing. I think it gives us peace of mind for the future, the fact that we don't have to worry about where we're gonna live and, the cost of a mortgage.
For any potential donors, for Homes for Our Troops, they really are making impacts with wounded veterans. Providing mortgage-free, adaptive homes is really changing lives of these veterans. It's hard to put everything into words all at once, but yeah, it's definitely life-changing.